So Nokia's 808 Pureview is taking on the compact cam. So if you're bored of your smartphone's 8 megapixels, why not try 41? So in order to accommodate that huge sensor, the Carl Zeiss lens and xenon flash bulge out to add significant millimeters to what is already a pretty embarrassing girth. Design-wise, it's solidly made and has a nice rough finish. But before we get into the camera, we should make it clear that the 808 Pureview is disappointingly running Symbian 3 and not Windows as featured on its flagship handsets. Now, the dedicated camera shutter wakes the 808 Pureview and takes the shot within 2 seconds, and snaps look punchy and colourful on screen. And while 41 megapixels is a lot and there's plenty of detail to sink your teeth into, you never actually get to use them all at once. But the extra pixels are handy. Taking photos at 5 megapixels, for example, in Pureview mode, oversamples the image, squeezing 7 pixels into 1 for sharper, more detail-filled images. Full-res shooting at a 4:3 ratio gives you a maximum of 38 megapixels, while 16:9 ratio photos come in at 34 megapixels, with the main advantage being the freedom to crop shots extensively or blow up your shots to mega dimensions. Cropping like this is fine for close-ups, but don't expect to be pulling out distant objects from the horizon. There's no optical zoom either, but sliding your finger down the screen allows you to zoom in on your subject while maintaining respectable levels of detail, as it just uses a smaller chunk of what the whole sensor sees. In reality, this is just cropping into the image, but it's done in real time as you frame your shot. Now, the zoom range is roughly equivalent to a 3 times optical zoom on a compact camera, but this increases when shooting 1080p video. Now, in reality, the zoom effect is easily beaten by any half-decent compact camera, but there's no denying the quality of the stills and high-def video. Touch to focus is swift and can create some pleasing depth of field effects, especially with video. It's just a shame there isn't better image stabilization, but otherwise, the 808 Pureview shoots excellent movies. The camera app itself is overcomplicated outside of auto, but you'll get the gist of it after a while, and there's no denying the quality of those snaps. So that's all pretty next-gen stuff, but, and this is a very big but, elsewhere the 808 is less impressive. The Symbian 3 OS feels very much like an older version of Android, so there's the sliding home screens, widgets, drag and drop icons, and there's even a pull-down notification menu. But it feels unfinished, often refuses to respond, and glitches are never far away. And while Symbian's App Store includes some worthwhile games, it's way behind the competition. But music sounds brilliant, it's just a shame the music player is a tad buggy. If you feed it the right video formats, the 808 does a nice job of playing them back, but browsing can be sluggish and text rendering is slightly jaggy on its low-res 360 by 640 pixel screen, even if it is bright and colourful. But there is micro HDMI for big screen viewing, and NFC is also on board. So if you thought the megapixel race was over, think again. Now, it's unlikely that you'd use the Pureview in preference to a compact camera or a similarly priced or cheaper Android handset or even an iPhone. Ultimately, it's a super modern camera bolted onto a remarkably outdated operating system that makes the Pureview a little hard to recommend. Now, if Nokia was to put this camera into a handset like the Lumia 900, then we're talking.